We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Ah! Yurdi exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yurdi? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yurdi releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? Ooh, look at the flirting. Alright, I see it. I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. Oh, come on, you already gotta keep it going. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. See, I would have forgot. I would end up starting the whole thing over. But yeah, no, look at the flirting. Alright, I see it. I'm still waiting for the horror though. I'm still waiting for the horror. I mean, to be fair, I'm only maybe an hour and a half into the game. So let's keep going. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayuri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Enthusiastically. Okay. I'm excited just reading this word. Sayuri's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yurdi reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Oh, I got decisions to make. Alright, so we just had that intense moment with Yurdi. If I remember Monica right, I think we had a class together. So Yurdi is our best friend. But come on, let's do Natsuki. Because Natsuki, she's always on our case. Let's go. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. I didn't remember that. I'm just let y'all know. Silence. Silence with a question mark. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't invoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. That's probably something I would actually say. Love it. Oh, hold on, wait, I gotta sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Click outside poem air. Oh, okay. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. What? That's okay. Alright? Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. I mean, just like this story. This story is like super sophisticated. Like some of these words, man. Some of these words. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for everyone to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Oh, yeah, wrong voice. Like I set up for my rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Oh my gosh. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care about how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. That's good stuff right there. That's good stuff. Because most people would have just shot her down without caring about her feelings at all. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's do Monica. Let's do Monica. Hi, Rose and Ange. I think that was her original voice. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Rose and Ange. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. I mean, that is true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Rose and Ange. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. Okay, so did I write my poem for Monica to like? Because I don't remember. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Oh, okay, so I wrote for Yuri. Darn. Okay, if we get another chance, I want to try to appease Monica, but I don't remember what she likes, so I need to watch the first video. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayuri, who likes using simple and more direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. The writing of this game. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Oh, that's me. See, it changed a little bit. Gotta change it up. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. I'm excited. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. What? What is happening? What is this? Did the music? Okay. Alright. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. See you. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? I will say this handwriting is tiny. I can barely read this, but I'll try. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing, air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Okay. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. That handwriting was bad. We're not going to... Please don't lie to her. Don't lie to her. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. I was, because that was hard. That was tiny. That was some tiny handwriting. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Nah, my character lying. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? What is this sound? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Rose and Ange. Really? I must have totally missed that point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. That was way too many compliments in a row. It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Rose and Ange. Me too. Alright, Sayuri. This is a good poem, Rose and Ange. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like you said before, Rose and Ange. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people? That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayuri. I'm not sure if Sayuri sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah? And I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That would be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away the rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. What? This is about a specific person, you can tell. That's cute. Out of all of them, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like this one the most. This is my favorite poem. Sayuri, she wins for me. Sayuri, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Yay! This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Whew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up with theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayuri and Monica are happily chatting. Hold on. Happily chatting means save. Let's just save over this one. Yes. Okay. Happily chatting. Okay. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out that nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayuri liked it, and Rose Orange did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Rose Orange liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Okay. Silence. Ooh, okay. What's about to happen? Let's go. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Rose Orange appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Rose Orange started showing up. Oh my gosh, what? What? Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. It's both of them, that's funny. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned toward me as if they noticed I was standing there. Rose Orange. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Rose Orange. Oh, wait, am I going to have to choose? Well, wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Rose Orange? Oh, don't let me choose. Well... Oh, please don't be a choice. Don't be a choice. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, oh no, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, that's going to be... I'm gonna lie, I like Sayori's the best, if I'm being honest. I mean, Natsuki's is cute, and I did get it with that last line, but then Yuri's was great, with the little light and the flicker and shit. I'm just gonna ask for help from Sayori, friend. Natsuki? Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Eh? Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Rose Orange? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri that what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poem. They're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. You're supposed to be talking about the writing. You should talk about the boobs. That's funny. Big and beautiful. Oh my gosh. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Oh gosh. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Yeah. Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't it? Isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. Okay. So, she's afraid that she might get hurt. I don't... it's just like little things in this game that just seem like super ominous. Like, I feel like I already have been told what's going to happen at the end. It's just that I don't know how to place it. But let's keep going. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Rosie Orange, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Rosie and Ange, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? Between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew! Rosie and Ange, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Alright. So, alright. Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Ooh, okay, so we're writing another poem. I don't know. Contamination. Calm? Kitty. Treasure. Let's do treasure. Oh, okay. Determination. Skirt. Variance. Blanket. Giggle. Party. Vibrant. Candy. Passion. Loud. Let's do vibrant. Vivid. Eternity. Cute. Tragedy. Fester. Jump. Dark. Unstable. Mouse. Headphones. Let's do mouse, because that was my first instinct. Clouds. Sensation. Whistle. Fickle. Marriage. Strawberry. Meager. Cheer. Holiday. Starscape. Ooh, let's do Starscape. Forgive. Peaceful. Music. Cheeks. Crimson. Play. Promise. Lucky. Comfort. Ribbon. Let's do promise. Sugar. Question. Incongruent. Oh gosh. Puppy. Analysis. Empty. Smile. Alone. Clumsy. Whirlwind. Who's is alone? Monica. Interesting. Sparkle. Skipping. Joy. Unrestrained. Summer. Heaven sent. Sunset. Fireworks. Love. Shiny. So I like sunset. Okay. Feather. Massacre. Kawaii. Desire. Flying. Intellectual. Agonizing. Chocolate. Disaster. Papa. Let's do agonizing. Rain cloud. Misfortune. Grief. Entropy. Bliss. Infallible. Nibble. Graveyard. Dazzle. Misery. I kind of want to do rain cloud. Oh geez. Okay. Alright. Boop. I'm not even gonna read the rest of these. I'm just gonna pick boop. Because infinite. Full again. That word. Ocean. Valentine. Together. Pout. Atone. Milk. Sing. Melody. I like melody. Frightening. Fear. Happiness. Covet. Raindrops. Adventure. Melancholy. Despise. Cage. Universe. I like melancholy. The raindrops. Fireflies. Sadness. Pleasure. Vitality. Special. Memories. Doki Doki. Judgment. Disarray. Excitement. Let's do excitement. Electricity. Wrath. Ambient. Kiss. Dance. Vanilla. Charm. Rainbow. Shame. Disown. Disown. I like charm. Okay. Uncanny. Existence. Imagination. Fantasy. Hot. Unending. Pain. Sticky. Rose. Amazing. I like fantasy. Fun. Explode. Vacation. Depression. Sunny. Waterfall. Twirl. Warm. Marshmallow. Defeat. Let's do warm. Essence. Horror. Philosophy. Nature. Breathe. Lollipop. Beauty. Nightgown. Anger. Whisper. Let's do breathe. Yes. Proof. Tenacious. Climax. Hopeless. Portrait. Dream. Awesome. Shopping. Socks. Friends. Let's do socks just because it's here. Insight. Bubbles. Email. Journey. Scars. Pure. Suicide. Flower. Extreme. Hope. Let's do suicide just because it's there. I knew that. Like, oh man. What is this game? Suicide? I feel like I have the answers. I just don't know how this game is gonna end. We'll see. We'll see. Alright. That's it for today. We're gonna come back to this eventually. I'm not gonna put a date on it. I'm not gonna put a time frame on it. I do want to finish this. This is getting interesting. So we had our first argument between Yuri and Natsuki. We're trying to write poems that the girls like. You're trying to date them, I guess, or date one of them. Sayori is surprisingly not on the list. You would think. But alright. See you guys later. Bye. Alright, I need to edit that out. Woo, woo. Hole in wall. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrude. The spackle. Oh, wait. Start over.